Ladies and gentlemen, today we're not talking about wishful thinking. We're talking about breakthroughs, those life-changing moments when everything shifts, when you move from where you are to where you've always dreamed of being. Let me ask you, are you ready to break through? If you are, there's no time to waste. Success doesn't wait, and neither should you. So let's talk about the 3 fastest ways to achieve your breakthrough. The first step is knowing exactly what you want. Not a vague idea, crystal clear clarity. Write it down. Visualize it. Feel it in your bones. You can't hit target you can't see. What does your breakthrough look like? What will it feel like? Answer those questions and you've already begun the journey. But don't stop there. Ask yourself why. Why is this important to you? When your why is strong enough, no obstacle will stand in your way. Now, here's where most people get stuck. They wait for the right moment. They want permission. But let me tell you something, breakthroughs don't wait for comfort or convenience. They demand massive, decisive action. You've got to move like your life depends on it, because in many ways it does. Momentum is your best friend. Don't just dip your toe in the water, cannonball in. Every step you take, no matter how small, is building a bridge to your future. And yes, you will stumble. Yes, you will fail. But failure is not your enemy, stagnation is. Keep moving, keep learning, keep growing. The final key to your breakthrough is understanding the power of your circle. Look around you. Who are you listening to? Who are you spending time with? Because your environment will either elevate you or drain you. Surround yourself with people who see your potential, who challenge you to rise higher, who remind you of your greatness when you forget. Find mentors, join communities, and seek out those who've already achieved what you're striving for. Success leaves clues, so follow them. Now, let me leave you with this. The door to your breakthrough is already open, but only you can walk through it. Get clear, take action, build your tribe, and don't just dream about your breakthrough, go out and claim it. Your future is waiting, and it's brighter than you can imagine. The only question left is, will you step up? Will you seize your moment? The time is now. Let's go. Let me take you to the first and most critical step in achieving a breakthrough, seeing it clearly in your mind before it becomes reality. Too many people live life like they're driving in a fog, unsure of where they're headed. They chase what's shiny, they react to what's urgent, but they never ask themselves the real question, what do I truly want? Clarity is power. Without it, you're like a ship lost at sea, drifting wherever the wind blows. But when you have clarity, when you know exactly what you want, why you want it, and what it will mean when you achieve it, you become unstoppable. Suddenly, life aligns. Opportunities that seemed invisible appear. Your energy is no longer scattered, it's focused like a laser. Take a moment to picture the life you want, not just a surface level image. Feel it, hear it, live in it. What does that breakthrough look like for you? Is it starting the business you've always dreamed of? Is it becoming the healthiest version of yourself? Is it building the kind of relationships that inspire and sustain you? Imagine every detail, the colors, the sounds, the emotions. Get specific. If your vision is vague, your results will be vague too. Now let's talk about why this matters. A vision without a purpose is just a daydream. Your why is the fuel that drives you when the road gets tough. It's the answer to the question, why should I keep going when everything tells me to stop? Maybe your why is your family. Maybe it's the desire to prove to yourself that you're capable of more. Maybe it's simply to live a life that feels true to who you are. Whatever it is, let it burn inside you. And here's the secret, you don't have to see the entire journey. You don't need to know every twist and turn. What you need is to lock your eyes on the destination. Clarity isn't about predicting the future, it's about deciding on it. So if you're ready for your breakthrough, start here. Take out a pen and paper and write down your vision. Don't hold back. This isn't the time to be realistic or cautious. Be bold, be specific. Dream as if anything is possible, because it is. When it comes to creating a breakthrough, the bridge between where you are and where you want to be is built by one thing, action. But not just any action, massive action. It's about moving with such intensity and purpose that you leave no room for doubt, no space for excuses, and no time for hesitation. Here's the truth, ideas don't change your life, execution does. You can have the most brilliant vision, the clearest goals, and the best intentions, but without action, they're nothing more than wishes. Massive action is the force that transforms dreams into reality. It's the fire you ignite to burn through fear, procrastination, and any obstacle standing in your way. Massive action means doing more than what feels comfortable. It means stretching beyond what you thought was possible for you. It's about showing up when you're tired, pushing forward when others stop, and taking the kind of steps that scare you. Because the truth is, breakthroughs don't come from doing what's easy. They come when you challenge yourself to grow, to risk, to leap into the unknown. This doesn't mean you have to figure everything out at once. It's not about perfection, it's about progress. The key is to take the first step, no matter how small, and keep going. Every action you take builds momentum, and momentum is a powerful thing. Think of a snowball rolling downhill. At first it's small, but as it moves, it gathers speed and size until it becomes unstoppable. That's what massive action does for you. It's not always going to be smooth. You'll hit walls, you'll face setbacks. But let me tell you something, failure isn't the opposite of success, it's part of it. Every stumble teaches you something. Every misstep is a lesson that brings you closer to your breakthrough. Massive action doesn't guarantee you won't fall, but it guarantees you'll keep moving forward. There's also a shift that happens when you commit to massive action. The world starts to take notice. Opportunities that seemed hidden suddenly show up. People who can help you appear. It's as if the universe rewards those who are bold enough to act with certainty. But none of this happens if you're waiting on the sidelines, hoping for the perfect moment or the perfect plan. The perfect moment doesn't exist. Start with what you have, where you are, and build from there. Whether it's reaching out to that mentor, making that phone call, taking that course, or simply stepping out of your comfort zone, do something today. Because the only thing standing between you and your breakthrough isn't time, talent, or resources, it's your willingness to act. Massive action is your declaration to the world that you're not waiting for success, you're creating it. Breakthroughs are born in the moments when life presses hardest against you. They don't come when everything is smooth and easy. They come when the odds are stacked, the challenges feel overwhelming, and you're tempted to give up. Resilience under pressure isn't just a quality, it's a decision. It's the mindset that says, I will not break, I will not quit, and I will find a way no matter what. Pressure is inevitable. Life will test you. The dream you're chasing will challenge you. That's not a sign you're on the wrong path. It's proof that you're aiming for something that matters. Resistance is part of growth. Just like muscles grow through tension, your strength develops when you face adversity head on. Resilience doesn't mean you won't feel the weight of the pressure. You will. There will be moments when you doubt yourself, moments when it feels like the whole world is against you. Resilience means choosing to rise anyway. It's about getting back up one more time when you've been knocked down. When you're under pressure, your mindset becomes your most powerful weapon. What you focus on will determine your direction. Focus on the problem and it will grow. Focus on the solution and you'll start to find your way through. Resilience means shifting your perspective, seeing challenges not as barriers but as stepping stones. Every setback carries a lesson, every difficulty a gift if you're willing to look for it. There's also an emotional strength that resilience builds. Pressure has a way of revealing who you really are. It strips away the superficial and exposes your core. In those moments, you have a choice to crumble or to dig deep and discover a new level of power within yourself. Often, you don't know how strong you are until strength is your only option. Resilience under pressure also requires flexibility. It's not about being rigid, it's about bending without breaking. Sometimes you need to change your approach, adjust your plan, or pivot in a new direction. That's not failure, that's wisdom. Being resilient doesn't mean sticking stubbornly to one way, it means being committed to the outcome, no matter how you get there. And let's not overlook the role of support. Resilience doesn't mean you have to do it alone. Lean on your circle, ask for help, and draw strength from those who believe in you when your own belief falters. Pressure feels lighter when it's shared, and resilience doesn't diminish when you lean on others, it grows. Ultimately, resilience under pressure is about trusting the process. The pressure you're feeling is shaping your feeling, is shaping you into the person you need to become to handle the success you're striving for. It's forging your character, sharpening your skills, and preparing you for the opportunities ahead. Pressure doesn't destroy you, it refines you. So when the weight feels unbearable, remember this: diamonds are formed under pressure. So are breakthroughs. Hold on. Stay in the fight and trust that what you're going through is shaping you into something extraordinary. Belief is the engine that drives all achievement. It's the invisible force that determines what you attempt, how far you go, and whether you keep going when the road gets tough. Without belief, even the most talented, resourceful person will hesitate, second guess, and stop short of their potential. But with belief, there are no limits. Belief isn't just wishful thinking or blind optimism, it's a deep-rooted conviction in what's possible. It's the foundation upon which action is built. When you truly believe in your ability to succeed, you move differently. You think creatively, act decisively, and persevere relentlessly. Belief doesn't guarantee an easy journey, but it makes the journey possible. Here's the thing, the world is full of people who will tell you what you can't do. Society loves to set limits, to define boundaries, and to decide what's realistic. But belief is what allows you to break free from those limits. It's the voice inside you that says, I can, I will. When you believe in yourself, you stop asking for permission to succeed. You start creating your own opportunities instead of waiting for them to appear. Belief is also contagious. When you carry it, others feel it. They see it in the way you talk, the way you carry yourself, the way you attack challenges. Your belief inspires belief in others, your team, your family, even strangers who witness your journey. It's a ripple effect that starts with one person deciding to believe in what's possible. But belief isn't just about self-confidence, it's also about resilience. When things go wrong, belief is what keeps you standing. It's what helps you look at failure and see it as a lesson instead of a defeat. It's what allows you to take a setback and turn it into a comeback. Belief transforms obstacles into opportunities and fear into fuel. To harness the power of belief, you must first guard your mind. Pay attention to the stories you tell yourself because they shape your reality. If you tell yourself you're not good enough, not smart enough, not capable enough, those beliefs will hold you back like chains. But if you choose to believe in your strength, your resourcefulness, and your potential, those beliefs will propel you forward like wings. Belief also grows through evidence. Start small, set a goal, take action, and see it through. Each win, no matter how small, becomes proof that you are capable. Stack those wins, and your belief becomes unshakable. It's not about waiting until you feel ready. It's about acting now and letting the results build your belief. And here's a secret sometimes. You have to believe before you see. You have to trust that the path will appear once you start walking. That's faith in action. The most successful people in the world didn't wait for guarantees. They moved forward with the belief that they could figure it out along the way. The power of belief isn't just about thinking positively. It's about aligning your thoughts, actions, and emotions with your vision. When you believe, you don't just dream of the life you want, you act as if it's already on its way to you. And when you show up with that kind of energy, life starts to meet you halfway. Your belief is your greatest asset. Guard it, nurture it, and most importantly, live by it, because when you believe in yourself truly and deeply, there's nothing you can't achieve. Success is not a solo journey. No matter how driven, talented, or resourceful you are, the path to greatness becomes clearer and faster when you seek out mentorship and pursue knowledge with purpose. One of the greatest truths in life is that someone somewhere has already faced the challenges you're encountering. They've walked the path, made the mistakes, and found the solutions. Why spend years figuring it out alone when you can stand on the shoulders of giants? Mentorship is more than just advice. It's a relationship that can transform your trajectory. A mentor is someone who sees your potential, even when you can't fully see it yourself. They challenge you, guide you, and keep you accountable. They've been where you want to go, and they can help you avoid the pitfalls, shortcuts, and dead ends they've already navigated. A mentor's perspective is invaluable because it's grounded in experience that saves you time, energy, and frustration. But finding a mentor isn't about waiting for the perfect person to magically appear. It's about being proactive. Look around. Who is excelling in the area you want to grow in? Who has the life, career, skills you admire? Approach them with humility, curiosity, and a genuine desire to learn. Mentors don't need to be formal or lifelong. Even a single conversation with the right person can change your perspective forever. Knowledge is the other half of this equation. We live at a time where information is more accessible than ever before. Books, podcasts, online courses, and seminars are at your fingertips. There are no excuses for ignorance when the answers you seek are only a few clicks away. But here's the key: knowledge alone isn't enough. It's about applying what you learn. Knowledge without action is like a seed that's never planted and has potential, but it will never grow. When you commit to seeking knowledge, you begin to see the world differently. You start noticing connections between ideas, opportunities that were invisible before, and solutions to problems that once seemed insurmountable. The more you learn, the more confident and capable you become. And as your skills grow, so does your ability to create your breakthrough. Another critical aspect of seeking mentorship and knowledge is the humility to admit that you don't have all the answers. Too often, pride or fear of looking vulnerable keeps people from reaching out for help or pursuing growth opportunities. But there's strength in saying, I don't know, but I'm willing to learn. That willingness opens doors to relationships, resources, and insights that can accelerate your progress. And let's not forget this mentorship and knowledge aren't one-way streets. As you grow, you have the responsibility to share what you've learned with others. Be a mentor to someone who's walking the path you've already traveled. Teaching reinforces your own understanding and ensures that the cycle of growth continues. Ultimately, seeking mentorship and knowledge is about recognizing that you don't have to do it alone. The greatest achievers in history all stood on the foundation of what others before them had discovered. You are no different. Find your mentors, devour knowledge, and apply it with intention. Together, these will act as the catalyst to propel you to your next breakthrough. Discipline and habits are the invisible architecture of every breakthrough. They are the daily, deliberate choices that quietly build the foundation for extraordinary results. While motivation gets you started, it is discipline and habits that keep you moving forward when motivation fades. They are the difference between dreaming about success and living it. Discipline is the ability to do what needs to be done, even when you don't feel like it. It's showing up day in and day out, regardless of how tired, busy, or uninspired you are. Discipline isn't glamorous, it's rarely exciting. But it's the single most reliable pathway to achieving anything worthwhile. It transforms intentions into action and action into consistent progress. The beauty of discipline is that it isn't dependent on how you feel. Feelings are fleeting, they come and go, often at the whim of external circumstances. Discipline, on the other hand, is a decision. It's saying, I made a commitment and I will honor it no matter what. That level of commitment builds trust not just with others, but with yourself. Each time you follow through, you reinforce the belief that you are capable, reliable, and in control. But discipline without direction can lead to burnout, which is where habits come into play. Habits are the automatic behaviors that, once established, take the burden off your willpower. They are the small, repeated actions that compound over time to create massive results. The key to building habits is to start small. Don't aim for perfection, aim for consistency. A single push-up today can turn into a full workout routine a year from now. A few minutes of focused work today can grow into hours of productivity. Habits thrive on structure. That's why creating routines is so powerful. When you wake up at the same time, plan your day and prioritize your goals, you reduce decision fatigue and set yourself up for success. Each decision you automate frees up mental energy for the bigger challenges that require creativity and focus. Your routine becomes a supportive framework that keeps you moving forward, even on the toughest days. Discipline and habits also teach you the value of delayed gratification. In a world that constantly tempts you with quick fixes and instant rewards, discipline reminds you to play the long game. It's about planting seeds today and tending to them patiently, knowing that the harvest will come in its own time. Every small, consistent action is an investment in your future. Building discipline and habits isn't easy, especially in the beginning. It requires effort and intentionality. But the good news is the more you practice, the easier it becomes. Discipline is like a muscle. The more you use it, the stronger it gets. Habits, once established, require less and less conscious effort. They begin to work for you, creating momentum that carries you forward. The real magic happens when discipline and habits combine. Discipline gets you started and habits keep you going. Together, they create a system for success, a way of living that aligns your daily actions with your long-term vision. You stop relying on willpower and start relying on the processes you built. Discipline and habits are also deeply personal. What works for one person might not work for another. The key is to experiment, reflect, and refine. Find the routines that energize you, the habits that align with your goals, and the strategies that help you stay consistent. Above all, remember this: the results you want are hidden in the things you do every day. Success isn't built in a single moment, it's built in the thousands of small decisions you make over time. Discipline and habits are the tools that ensure those decisions lead you toward your breakthrough. Master them, and there's nothing you can't achieve. The people you surround yourself with are one of the most powerful influences on your journey to a breakthrough. Your circle of friends, family, mentors, colleagues, and peers who make up your environment either elevates you or holds you back. Success is rarely a solo effort. It's often the result of collaboration, support, and the collective energy of those who walk the journey with you. Leverage begins with awareness. Take a hard look at the people in your life. Are they encouraging your growth, or are they draining your energy? Are they challenging you to be better, or are they content to see you stay the same? Your circle doesn't have to be large, it has to be intentional. Quality matters far more than quantity. Even a few individuals who truly believe in you, support you, and push you can have a profound impact on your life. Your circle should inspire you to dream bigger and do better. These are the people who remind you of your potential when you doubt yourself. They celebrate your wins, no matter how small, and help you find solutions when problems arise. They don't just give you advice, they share their wisdom, time, and experience. They invest in your journey because they see the value in what you're striving for. But leveraging your circle isn't just about receiving, it's also about contributing. Relationships are a two-way street. Be the kind of person who lifts others up, who listens, who supports, and who adds value to their lives. The energy you put into your relationships comes back to you, often multiplied. When you show up for others, they're far more likely to show up for you. Diversity in your circle is another key factor. Surround yourself with people who bring different perspectives, skills, and strengths. Don't just look for those who agree with you. Find those who challenge you, who see things differently, and who push you to consider new possibilities. Growth happens when you step outside your comfort zone, and a diverse circle ensures you're constantly exposed to fresh ideas and challenges. Your circle is also a source of accountability. When you share your goals and dreams with the right people, they hold you to a higher standard. They remind you of your commitments when you're tempted to slack off. They encourage you to keep going when you hit a wall. Accountability isn't about criticism, it's about support. It's about having people in your life who want to see you succeed as much as you do. Leverage your circle by asking for help when you need it. Too often people hesitate to reach out because they fear rejection or appearing weak, but seeking help isn't a sign of weakness, it's a sign of strength. It shows that you value the expertise and support of others and that you're committed to achieving your goals. Don't underestimate how willing people are to help when you ask with sincerity and purpose. Also, don't forget to expand your circle when necessary. Sometimes the people who got you to one level won't be the ones who take you to the next. That's not a reflection of their value, it's a reflection of your evolving needs. Be willing to seek out new connections, join communities, and build relationships with those who align with your current goals and aspirations. Finally, gratitude is a powerful tool for leveraging your circle. Appreciate the people who invest in you. Say thank you, not just with words, but with actions. Show them that their belief in you is well placed by putting in the work and achieving the results. Gratitude strengthens relationships and ensures that your circle remains a source of mutual growth and support. Your circle is your ecosystem, your safety net, and your springboard. Choose it wisely, nurture it intentionally, and leverage it fully. When you align yourself with the right people and invest in those relationships, you'll find that your breakthrough is no longer a distant dream, it becomes an inevitable reality. The most important step toward any breakthrough is the first one, and the best time to take it is right now. Starting now doesn't mean you have to have everything figured out. It doesn't mean you're fully prepared or that the circumstances are perfect. In fact, waiting for the perfect time is one of the greatest traps that hold people back. The truth is, there is no perfect time, there is only now. When you start now, you take control of your destiny. You stop waiting for permission, for the stars to align, or for life to magically make things easier. Instead, you make the decision to move forward, even if you don't have all the answers. Action creates momentum, and momentum is what transforms ideas into reality. Starting now also helps you overcome fear. Fear feeds on hesitation. The longer you wait, the bigger your doubts grow. But when you take that first step, no matter how small, you disrupt the cycle of fear. You prove to yourself that action is possible, and with each step forward, your confidence grows. Progress silences fear better than any amount of overthinking ever could. You don't have to start big, you just have to start. Maybe it's sending an email, making a phone call, writing down your goals, or committing to 10 minutes of focused effort. The size of the action doesn't matter, what matters is that you take it. Small steps compound over time. A single step today can lead to a journey of 1,000 miles. Starting now means embracing imperfection. Too often people delay because they want everything to be just right, the perfect plan, the ideal resources, the flawless execution. But waiting for perfection is another way of procrastinating. The reality is you'll learn and improve as you go. The first version of anything is rarely the best, but you can't get to version 2 or 3 without starting with version 1. When you start now, You send a powerful message to yourself and the world that you are serious about your goals. Action demonstrates commitment in a way that words never can. It signals that you're ready to invest in yourself, to take risks, and to move beyond mere intentions. Starting now also allows you to take advantage of the power of momentum. Once you begin, you'll find that opportunities, ideas, and resources start to show up in ways you couldn't have predicted. But none of that happens if you stay stuck in the planning phase. Action attracts action. Movement creates possibilities. Another benefit of starting now is the gift of time. The sooner you begin, the more time you have to make progress, learn from mistakes, and refine your approach. Every day you wait is a day lost. The longer you delay, the more distant your breakthrough becomes. But when you start now, you take ownership of your time and set yourself on a path of consistent progress. Starting now isn't just about the practical, it's also about the psychological. It builds a mindset of urgency and proactivity. It shifts your focus from what's holding you back to what's possible. It teaches you that you don't have to feel ready to take action, you just have to decide. And here's the most powerful part the moment you start. You change your identity. You're no longer someone who is thinking about change, you're someone who is making it happen. You step into a new version of yourself, someone who acts, who takes charge, who makes things real. Whatever you're striving for, don't let the fear of failure or the desire for perfection keep you from moving forward. Take the first step today, no matter how small. Start messy, start unsure, but start. Because the longer you wait, the longer it will take. Your breakthrough is waiting, but it's waiting on you to begin. Everything you need to achieve your breakthrough is already within your reach. It starts with the clarity of your vision, seeing your destination so vividly that it pulls you forward. It grows through the massive actions you take, fueled by a sense of urgency and purpose. It strengthens in the fires of resilience under pressure, teaching you to rise above every obstacle. It is ignited by the power of belief, that unshakable conviction that you can and you will succeed. Your journey is enriched when you seek mentorship and knowledge, learning from those who've walked the path before you and equipping yourself with the tools to excel. It is sustained by the discipline and habits you cultivate, those daily actions that compound over time and create unstoppable momentum. It is amplified when you leverage your circle, surrounding yourself with people who inspire, challenge, and support you. And it is made real when you decide to start now, refusing to wait for perfection and taking that first step toward your dreams. Your breakthrough isn't a distant dream, it's a decision. It's the choice to take control, to act with intention, and to persevere no matter what life throws your way. The path may not be easy, but it's yours to create, and the rewards will be worth every ounce of effort. So as you leave here today, remember this: you are capable of more than you realize. The only thing standing between you and your breakthrough is your willingness to go after it with everything you've got. The time to start is now. Your vision is waiting, your potential is calling, and your future is ready to be shaped by your hands. Go out there and make it happen. The world needs your greatness.